Hey you guys, I am Milan, also known as DJ Millhouse, and
I'm Sam, also known as Sam.
Yes, and we decided to put together a podcast just to have conversations with each other, to talk about, you know, the openness of endless opportunities we also have.
That was a good one. The openness of endless opportunities. Wow. The name of the podcast is Creative Time.
Creative Time.
First things first, how did we meet? Short version.
We met at my cousin's
my homeboy
cabin trip.
Fiance at the time, wife now, cabin trip.
We met at the cabin trip, and from there we just boom, boom, boom.
Now that's wifey. I'm a photographer here in Atlanta, and I'm also a recruiter, help people find jobs and things like that. But creatively, I'm a photographer, and she's a...
I'm a DJ. I am a DJ. I do a lot of other things as far as DJing, marketing, promoting, fitness. So I'm just all around a person who can fulfill what you need to fulfill.
Do it all, pretty much. But yeah, as she said earlier, we started this podcast. Number one, I like to talk. I like to get out my thoughts. You're gonna hear authentic African man perspective.
What part of Africa?
West
Africa.
Liberia, to be exact.
So that makes me a Liberian pretty soon.
I know.
I'll take it.
I mean, you like plantains?
Yeah, I do.
But anyways, we started the podcast just to kind of give some game, talk a little bit about our life experiences, what we go through on a daily basis. We do a lot from like a travel perspective, from a work perspective, and it's only getting better. It's going up from here. So, you know, we decided to start something.
What do you think like made us click like as a couple? Like what made us kind of like still have that friendship, but also still have that romance side to it?
I think we're both crazy. I mean, not crazy, but I think for me, the way how I look at it, if anyone tries to limit me, I get like kind of pulled away. And I feel like with you, like you're liable to say anything.
Yeah.
So it's not any structure to like what we do. So I just kind of let you do your thing, you let me do my thing, and it works that way for me. Yeah. How do you structure your creative goals? Because I know as a creative, you as a creative, like we create differently, we're on different rhythms and things like that. You're a Virgo, so you tell me all the time about your Virgo energy, but how do you structure your creative goals?
For me, what works best for me, and I've seen what works best for me, and I've seen what hasn't worked best for me. What works best for me is writing stuff down and actually visualizing how it's gonna go in my head and actually putting it down on paper. Yeah. That works best for me. If I don't do it like that, if I just kind of like just do it, it's not gonna, I'm gonna forget about it, or like more so not remember the order things should go in. I think just more so writing it down visually and fulfilling that process out visually helps me.
I think since I'm still like early on in my creative journey, it's more so like I get like snaps of like what I want to do, and then I go and execute it. Like the video that we did the other day, I watch it and I go and do it. Yeah. But like I haven't sat down to really like plan out like a creative vision that I have and I want to execute. I'm probably gonna do that down the line, but right now I feel like I'm more so wanting to get my stuff out. So if I see it, I can do it, see it, go do it and stuff like that. So that's kind of how I feel like I work.
So when you did the video, we actually did a video a couple days ago. So you literally on the spot thought about exactly how you wanted to film. It was no type of like...
Because remember I told you we were going to go to the record store.
Yeah, I remember you saying, I'm like, did you just do this just now? So imagine if you would think about certain things and take like a couple... But people work differently though, because sometimes you could think about stuff and have like a writer's block.
Yeah, like my problem is the execution of like timing. Like I would think of it, but then to like actually, I don't like to like think of something and then plan days in ahead to do it, because sometimes I might not do it. Yeah. And I know a lot of times things are planned out and then they're not executed. So I'm so scared of that I just gotta jump up and go do things as soon as I think about it.
What's your next, what's the next plan that you have that you want to execute? Like, what do you want to get done next step?
Yeah, so we're going to Miami next Wednesday or Thursday?
In 2 weeks. I'm going to Detroit next week.
I thought you said you were going to Detroit.
You said we're leaving on the 15th. We're going to Detroit on the 10th.
Oh yeah. So 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we're going to Miami. Whatever hotel that we stay in, I feel like I'm going to film that. You know, make sure I get my content there. And then we have the brand content, the Fuck Day content that I feel like we should shoot and get our stuff in today. So add it to the stuff that we already have, and then go see what we can put together at that store. Try to get some like crazy stuff.
So let's talk about the clothing brand. Like, what visions? Like, I feel like we need to write down the exact vision of what we want it to look like. Like, I feel like me and you work totally different when it comes to like planning our goals. I feel like you more so kind of know on the spot, like yes.
Yeah.
And then for me, it's like I need to know in advance of like
what to do, like what to bring and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the way how I look at it is like fashion, like it flows. So just kind of put some dope things together to shoot.
You're such a fashionista. Is that the word? What's the word?
I don't know. When you add Nista at the end of it,
okay,
it sounds like sister.
You're such a fashionist. Like, he's the Kanye to like him, you know?
But they broke up.
But we're not gonna break up. He's the fashion to me. Like,
yeah, I just copied your style. You had the denim on, so I was just like.
But you just did, so you just do things so effortlessly.
I appreciate that.
And it looks good all the time.
Thank you. It's my years of shopping. Like, I feel like since I've been like working or whatever, like I've been working since I was like 15, and as much as I can remember, like I've been like in the stores or online, just researching different things. And then I started getting more into like GQ. I used to have like a whole bunch of GQ magazines just to get like inspos and stuff.
Yeah.
And then traveling really kind of helped my fashion sense. I was able to just pull from here, these different countries and how people dress and stuff. Plus, I like it. It's something that I'm passionate about.
Well, that's good. You know, that's like one of the things that also caught my attention. Like, he looks good and he always dresses so nice. And like, I like that. I like the style. I like the way that you like
that.
Your beard. Because I like hair. I've always liked hair. Like, I just like hair. So if it's either on your head or right here, like, I just like to just.
I don't know how long I got left for hair on my
touch.
head though. It might be to the end days.
It's okay.
It's alright. But anyways, so shifting to traveling experiences. I got questions for you, cause you're an avid traveler. You be out here bouncing around the map. You about to go to Detroit. What's one thing that you're looking forward to doing outside of, you got work and stuff like that in Detroit, but what's one thing you're gonna do when you get to the city?
I don't like Detroit, so I'm not looking forward to nothing but working, honestly. I mean, I think what I would look forward to is like, as far as DJing, like hearing other people's music and hearing their other styles and meeting other people outside of Atlanta. But I feel like Detroit is not the city that I'm really excited. Yeah.
Well, I want to challenge you, so hopefully you can bring it back to the next episode. Like, research Detroit. Pick one thing that, I don't know, Detroit might be famous for.
I want to go to the Motown Museum.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I went last time, but it was closed, so.
Okay, that's a good one.
Maybe this time it won't be closed.
You frequent Detroit, so this is like.
I only went with Detroit one time.
So you like, that's one of your cities you like to go to?
No, it's not. I went to Detroit one time, and it was like a breath of dust.
I'm excited about going with you to Miami because I used to live there.
Yeah, so you're going to be my tour guide.
You've been to Miami a billion times.
Not with you, though.
Yeah. I am going to be a tour guide from a local standpoint.
Okay.
Yeah,
we've never been to Miami together, and that's the place that we both go often, so.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, though. It's only one day, so it's not going to be like, extra, but it's Miami. It's always good to get some sun, get a little tan going.
Okay.
Alright, what's your favorite country that you've ever visited?
Mexico.
I know, you've been to Mexico how many times have you been to Mexico?
I've lost count.
I think you've been to Mexico over 20 times.
I've lost count. I love Mexico.
And not, like, how many Spanish words did you say you picked up?
Papi.
Why is that the word that you picked up?
Because when I look at you, I want to say, hey, Papi. I know
I
a
like
little
the
bit.
Spanish accent with the Papi.
Okay.
That's cool. I can dig that. Papi, mami. I don't know anything in Spanish. I guess I should start learning pretty soon.
Yeah, you should.
My favorite city in Mexico is Acapulco, though.
You ain't been to Acapulco.
I used to watch this show a long time ago called Acapulco Bay. You should research it. But yeah, I like Mexico and that particular place. But they said it was dangerous. But
yeah, I heard it was dangerous too from you. So I don't
and
know
why.
The
guy that's from Mexico said it was dangerous.
I don't know why you want to go. You keep telling people it's dangerous.
But they said it used to be the hot spot back in the 70s. I'm like connected to the 70s and the 80s. I wish I was born in the 70s, to be honest. I'd probably be old as hell now, but you know. Worry about the ass before I started rambling.
I was about to ask you, like, what got you into traveling? Like, what was your main, I guess, goal when you started traveling? What was your first trip besides coming to America? Let's go beyond family and, you know, your first solo trip. You're like, okay.
The first place I ever went, like,
not everyone is like the first place you went to when you got older and start paying for your own flights and booking your own stuff.
Like the first ever trip that I made, probably Miami for spring break. But I wouldn't consider that older because I ran out of money in like a day.
Yeah,
that was a bad traveling experience. Shout out to my homeboy Ray, who spotted me like I think like $300 to get me by, and I was able to.
$300, dang, that's a lot in college.
On spring break, I ain't have shit. It was like my first day, we just did too much.
Yeah.
And by the time I realized, I was like, hold on. But nowadays, going to Miami is a lot better. Yeah, it's a lot better. I wish I knew about Wynwood back in the day.
Yeah.
I could have stayed out of South Beach.
Wynwood reminds me of Edgewood. Edgewood here. Well, how Edgewood used to be. It's not like that anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with like the different melting pot of people.
It's not like that at all anymore.
Yeah. But really what inspired me to traveling is because I had been stuck, like I didn't have my immigration papers, so I couldn't go nowhere. So by the time I got it, I was just like, I gotta see the world. I feel like I missed like a huge chunk of my life not being able to go nowhere.
Was you thinking about me?
The whole time I went? Sure. I was thinking about the woman that you are. So a woman that I would meet, that I would love, respect, and honor. I feel like, yeah, in
like,
essence.
I wonder who I'm gonna be traveling with. I need somebody I can travel with and be like real with and feel natural. I was thinking about that too. Cause I feel like when I used to travel, like especially with guys, it'll be like, it wouldn't just be a free-flowing trip. It'll be like just an awkwardness happen or weirdness or like some type of like, oh, I'm expecting this in return.
Yeah. For me, it was like, you gotta take one day off for arguing. Like one day during the trip, y'all know.
Or you come back home from the trip and it's like, we don't need to talk for like 2 days. Like, whew, get a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
But like when I travel with you, it's like every day is one day at a time. You know, it's like I appreciate each and every single day. It's just every day is like you can remember every single day because it was just all super dope.
Yeah. And then airport, you actually thought me about that. Like airport stress is a thing.
Airport anxiety.
Yeah, that's a thing. Like you could get in a fight at the airport without even knowing just because it's like, did you check the bag? Did you check us in? Did you do all this? And did you do that? And did you book this, book that?
Oh, hurry up, you're walking too slow. Like,
Yeah.
you're not at the airport yet. So like airport anxiety.
That's a thing. So like I feel like understanding that and realizing that a lot, like whatever attitude, whatever we bring to the airport, I'm always able to like say like, all right, we here, we at the airport, we about to go, so like chill on everything and just kind of keep it
Now
moving.
you helped me with that. Like our first trip was to New York, and did we fly together? We flew there together, I believe.
Yeah, we flew there together.
Yeah, we flew there together, and we flew a late flight. But I feel like when we first got to New York, like when we got to the hotel and the man was like, do you have your vaccination card?
Oh yeah.
And I didn't have one,
COVID.
but you had yours, and I was like, in my head like, oh shit, like this can either go two ways. This can either go away of like, why didn't you bring your car? I mean, we're in New York, or it could have went away like, well, I guess we gotta find another hotel. And your answer was, I guess we gotta find another hotel, like it'll be fine. So that was like the moment where I was like, oh. Like it's peaceful. It's peaceful over here.
Okay.
Yeah, it was peaceful.
I wasn't even thinking of that. I was just like, dang, like they didn't even let us know like we needed anything when I booked it. So when we got there, the dude was cool though. He was just like, cool. Whatever you need. Like,
yeah, but it just could have went like two ways, and just dating guys who just are disgusting. It was just like.
And you walked around with docs in New York, like,
Yeah.
that showed me a lot. I was just like, damn, like, I wouldn't walk around with docs on in New York, because, like, them things hurt my feet if I'm just, like, regularly walking. And I know whenever I get to New York, I walk. Like, I walk when I get to New York, so I
think
appreciate
at
it.
that moment my feet were frozen. So it was so
It didn't
cold,
matter.
so it didn't matter.
It was cold. It was freezing. It was definitely cold. But it was a cool little trip. We was only there for like
a day and a half.
a day and a half. I had to go get my Liberian passport.
Yeah, we left, I think, Thursday night. We stayed Friday and left early Saturday morning.
That's completely wrong. We left like a Tuesday and came back like Thursday.
No, we came back on a Friday.
Because if we came back on Saturday.
Thursday. Yeah, I think
We
Thursday.
would've
'Cause I had
stayed.
to work. No, I had to work though. I had to work because you had to work. Whatever it was, we stayed a day and a half.
True.
Yeah.
We gotta go back to New York. New York is fun. I like the feel of the city.
So for 2023, it's coming up.
No, we're in
Top
November.
5. Where? How many countries? We've only been to 2. No,
We gotta wrap up. We gotta wrap up the year.
So where did we go this year? We went to Paris, we went to Italy, we went to Barcelona, we went to Mexico, we went to DR, we went to Puerto Rico.
We did go to
We went to New York.
We went to.
I think that's it. We had our layovers in places, but
We went to Orlando. We had like a day.
oh yeah, we went to Orlando. Yeah. So we
Where
went
else did we
8
go?
places.
That's it.
That's it.
Well, we started off traveling late though.
Yeah, we did. We went 8 places this year. So
We started in like July.
no, we started in March. Went to New York.
Oh yeah, March.
Okay. Which we were supposed to go in January.
But we went to Mexico
The whole summer.
3 times.
Yeah.
So that could
And I was in Mexico for 30 days.
Yeah, you did go to Mexico for a month.
Yeah. So 2023, where are we going? We're going to London already. So we're gonna go to London, Amsterdam, and we said somewhere else.
I want to go to like some country that I've never like.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Europe.
I want to go to Sicily too. When we go
Okay,
there.
so we're gonna go to Europe. That's probably gonna be four countries to
Yeah.
go to Europe.
We
And
there for a good minute.
yeah, and then we definitely gotta hit LA. Oh, you went to LA this year?
Yeah. I went for work.
Yeah, we definitely gotta hit LA. We definitely gotta hit Miami again, New York. But other than that, we definitely gotta hit Liberia
Oh yeah.
or Ghana. We gotta go to Liberia.
We gotta go to Liberia.
Yeah, we gotta go home.
I haven't been home.
Yeah, you gotta go
22
home,
years and counting.
and I gotta go home. So we gotta hit those 2 places.
You gotta go home?
LA.
Oh, I think you meant Africa. I was about to be like, all right.
Cali. So that's 8 places already, and then
I can't wait to see like when you get to Africa, what your thought process is gonna be about Africa. Like what you would actually. I know you're gonna get a lot out of the experience, but like, how would you move on a normal day to day? Because there's a lot of stuff that's here is not gonna be available to you over there. Like Wi-Fi is probably gonna be like super spotty. But
so Mexico is more built up than.
Then Liberia, yeah, 120,000%.
So Liberia is just
Tulum is definitely more developed than Liberia. And Tulum got a whole bunch of dusty roads. Ghana, on the other hand, is a completely different opposite. Accra is gonna feel like you're in any U.S. city. So
Yeah.
It's not really gonna be that much different.
Okay, so you haven't been in 22 years, so it's probably gonna be a little bit different.
It's gonna be a lot different, for sure. It's gonna be a lot different. I'm looking forward to it, though. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing family. I haven't seen my sisters in about 20-some years. My brother, yeah.
So when you go, it's gonna be like the lady on Scratch, from Scratch, when she went back to Sicily and seen he went and saw his family. She was just standing in the background and be like,
Nah, I think it's gonna be more so because we're both black people, so it's not.
you're not
gonna be
African
a white
anymore?
family. I think.
but it's still a different culture though. I'm not looking at the color, I'm looking at the culture.
Yeah, it is gonna be a different culture for sure.
Yeah.
But I think we're more so like put our arms around it, like everybody, and then just.
But I heard that Africans are like Americans, so.
I think it's an individual perspective.
Yeah.
Like each African has like their own way of thinking. But my family's pretty cool. It's gonna be fun. I want like the royal treatment though. I want them to look at me like, hey, I just came back, but I want to walk on water. Give me a little driver, like get the whole service. I don't want to be treated like, well, I'm home. Like I want to be treated like, oh,
You want to be treated like I'm home, he's home.
yeah,
The king is here.
right. I want to get some royal treatment.
Well, you get royal treatment over here. So
I really do. I got breakfast this morning. I get breakfast often though. When we have breakfast.
Yeah.
All right. So wrapping up the podcast. What are we gonna say? 2020. Did you have a good year? 2022 is coming to an end. Did you have a good year?
I had a great year. I feel like every year gets better. Like I get more understanding of who I am and what my purpose is. I feel like every year is just a level up of understanding for me.
Yeah.
I feel like this year wasn't always about. It wasn't like a year of like crazy grind. It was more so a year of like reflection.
Yeah, same for me. I don't think it was like the grind that 2020 and 2021 pulled, but I think it was like the fruits.
Yeah, I think the top of the year was grind.
Yeah.
The top of the year for me was like super grind.
Yeah, I enjoyed myself though. Like.
Yeah, me too. I met some cool people this year. Got some cool opportunities.
Yeah.
I got like several opportunities just about me. Like what do I want to do? Like how do I want to take this? Don't take this way or that way. I feel like we both have the ball in our hand right now.
Yeah, you did some cool stuff this year.
Yeah, you did too.
You DJ'd in Tulum.
Yeah.
Your Grey Goose party was hella dope. I came in late, but I was like, shit, this is popping. It was cool though.
Yeah.
And then it was dope. Photography wise, I feel like I grew a lot this year. It's like my second year. I did like a couple of cool little events, shot some cool people. I can't wait to see what next year is gonna bring. I'm gonna go crazy when I go to Europe. I swear I'm gonna be on some.
You did New York Fashion Week. Like you got some cool shots
cool.
in. You worked with a lot of. I think that was like. That was perfect for you because your photography came in. You already love fashion. I think that was everything that you wanted right there. But you wanted it on a scale 10 times bigger than that.
Yeah.
I feel like that was like a vision of where it can be.
Yeah, I love, even though I missed all the Fashion Week parties, but I'm happy for the experience and I know how the stuff works and how everything kind of works now. So it's like, it's really cool to see. Hopefully next year when we go to London, I gotta ask Dang's brother to see if he's going to London. So that'll make it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
For us to get to some parties and stuff. Cause he had some hookups at different parties. But I fell asleep in New York, so I was tired.
But yeah, this year was good. We went to Milan. Like I was supposed to go to Europe last year. Like you redid my whole 30th, and I appreciate you for that. So I'm 30 again still.
Oh yeah,
But,
my birthday was cool.
Yeah,
I like the different scenes. We moved around a lot in a short time. That's why I'm glad we're going there for a longer time period so we can really enjoy the cities and not be stressed and tired and stuff. Because I think when we got to Paris, by the time we got to Paris, you was kind of like dragging.
I wanted to just sip hot chocolate and chill.
That hot chocolate in the hotel was cool though. But yeah.
We should actually create I guess like a travel brochure of like different states and cities and where we stayed at and put that together one day.
Oh, that would be dope.
Yeah.
That would be dope. That would be hard to do, but that would be dope.
I don't think it would be hard. Why would it be hard?
Like the different places that we stayed at each place and then talk about it?
Yeah, it'll be, not talk about it, I'm saying put it like a little book together, like a real book together.
Yeah, we got hella pictures. That would be cool.
I mean, it'll be for us, our personal travel brochure.
I like that. But anyways, appreciate y'all watching podcast.
Number 1.
Creative Time. Is it? That's the name of the podcast.
Creative
right?
Time. The Creative Time.
The Creative Time with
Milan and Sam.
Sam and Milan.
Salam.
Salam alaikum. Goodbye.
See you later. Oh yeah, follow us on Instagram, on YouTube. I am DJ Millhouse on all platforms.
Follow me down the yellow brick road.
Mr. Hook on all platforms, or Mr. Hook JPEG, either one.
Yeah, I need to work on just having one Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm tired of Instagram.
I hate Instagram now. But we be on it. I think like now I'm not really posting much. I do post, but I feel like I'm not like
on Instagram. Just do your business. Well, I do my business and get out.
I think I'm on, but I think I'm on because I feel like I still have that addictive personality to it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't want to be on it because it's like I'm getting over it.
True.
It's like having a girlfriend you've been with for so long, and it's like, all right.
Tell me about it.
Next, I need something more exciting.
Wow.
She doesn't excite me anymore.
What happens when that happens?
You gotta get something more exciting.
Why don't you reinvent the woman?
I'm not talking about. All right, don't take it that far.
I'm not taking it that far. I'm just talking. If I start getting all excited,
well, no, you're right. You could reinvent it. Like I could do more with it, and because it's such a big platform that you can do more with it. You can reinvent your mind to pivot this way instead of pivoting that way.
Yeah.
And see more into it than just what you've been doing.
Make an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Somebody created a fake profile.
All right. Well, hopefully I have my OnlyFans up next time.
I'm not watching.
We're gonna do an OnlyFans together.
Bye, y'all. Bye is enough. Later.